Overall thoughts on the game?
It was rough. I think we never got ourselves into a flow offensively. I think we're inconsistent at both ends of the floor. From quarter to quarter, we're inconsistent. Wasn't the same team that played against Lehigh. So it's frustrating because we keep facing different teams and just can't figure it out through the course of the game. And we were trying to tell them shut the shots where the shots were that were open. And it took us a while to have the confidence to take those shots. Not a great job defensively either. That was frustrating. I think the fourth quarter was the only quarter we won. And I thought our bench actually played decent. They scored, which was nice to see. But we've got to be able to attack zone a little bit better than this, and especially when we go on the road. So we have a lot of work and this bye week ahead of us to figure that out.
And Emily Fisher, despite the loss, had some really cool moments towards the end of the game. Can you speak a little bit about her today?
Well, she always brings intensity on the defensive end, so I think that's what you're talking about. And she loves pressuring the ball a little bit, tries to get steals, and has quick feet, so that's helpful. But running the offense, she struggled a little bit with getting the right person, the right shot, because we wanted to score quick, and I think she kind of took it on her shoulders. Well, I have to do that, and it's tough. I mean, she's still young and she's still learning, but we just, I mean, she was fine, obviously, but I think, again, if we're going to move forward, our point guards have to be ready to get the right shot to the right people.
They were essentially able to have the size advantage for all 40 minutes. How did you come into the game preparing for that, and then what either worked or didn't?
We worked a ton on boxing out. That was a big focus. That was one of our keys to the game, was making sure to keep them off the boards. And for the most part, we did an okay job with that. They got some high-low looks on us, which was frustrating, and so we didn't have help side. So just not being in the spot defensively and help was not there all the time. And I think because they shot the three better than they typically do, that kind of threw us off a little bit, and we never really recovered from that. And so we still played them the same way, but if they're hitting shots, you got to play them a little bit differently, and I don't think we adjusted well to that.
And then a dozen minutes from Carla tonight. Can you talk about what you saw from her?
Well, I like Carla against zone because Carla can hit the 15-footer consistently, and she's confident with it, and she's a good passer. So, this was probably a good game for her, and she had somebody she could match up with on the other end. This is a good game for somebody like Carla.
And then if you could run it back, would you change anything about the game plan or just execution?
I would probably say maybe we play, I was thinking about playing zone, but the way they shot the three, it's not probably the best time to do that. We could have gone maybe with two posts more often, but sometimes that hurts our offense against zone. So it's a tough decision to make for me. I just think probably the intensity piece and maybe pressure a little bit more earlier in the game. That could be something.
Talking about Emily in the fourth quarter, really battling through a couple of those push-offs and keeping her head. Have you seen that as a bit of a change in her game? Do you think she's grown over the past couple of years?
Yeah, sometimes sure. I think, could the officials maybe called a couple of them? Potentially, but you don't really know. But her getting in position and just forcing them to have to start their offense further away from the basket is always a plus for us. Obviously that helped, but wasn't enough. Let's just put it that way.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.